Hey sweeties, it's Naima here and I am back with another video. As you can see by the title, we will be getting into the new Navitus fragrance, Tempt Me Not. This is Navitus fragrance in collaboration with Noelle from TikTok. I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion, what I think about the fragrance, what it smells like, other fragrance that I think it smells like, and we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the details of this fragrance because I'm so excited. Before we get into it though, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your bell notification so you can be notified when I upload a new Gourmand video, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about gourmands, vanilla, smelling sweet, sugary, and all that good stuff. And if you could relate, if you a sweet girly, you a vanilla girly, Gourmand girly, subscribe down below. Also join my Facebook fragrance group, House of Gourmand. All fragrance lovers are welcome, not only Gourmand lovers, but it's mainly a Gourmand group. Chat, discuss, connect. It is super fun, super enjoyable. Stay up to date with the latest fragrance releases. You can also sell your fragrances. Once you get on Facebook, it's addictive. So yeah, the link to my social medias, the link to my Facebook group will be in the description. My Facebook group will be down below in the comments as well. So see you there. Now, Tempt Me Not, y'all. When I seen this fragrance being released, I just had to have it ASAP. Usually these days, I wait until somebody review the fragrance or I get a little sample, a little decant, but I just had to blind buy the full bottle because the notes on this thing look good, and we about to get into it. I forgot to mention, Navitus also came out with 2 other fragrances. Now, it was this one, Tempt Me Not, with Noelle, Peach Arum, not really sure how you pronounce that. Their collaboration with Sharita. And speaking of Sharita, Mani Kasana, I never really got to talk about this fragrance on my channel, but I love this. One of my top vanilla fragrances. Sharita really did a thing with this one. Now, her new fragrance with Navitus, Peach Arum, that is more like a boozy peach, grown sexy boozy peach cobbler fragrance. Okay, now I'm a vanilla girl, so that wasn't my type of scent profile, but it is a nice fragrance. Like if you're looking for something boozy, peachy, that's for you. Now, the third fragrance from Navitus, their collaboration with Perfume Nest. That one is Vanilla Eclat. That one I heard a lot of mixed reviews about. It has notes of buttermilk, rice, vanilla. And I was hoping that was like a vanilla gourmand, but people was telling me it wasn't a vanilla gourmand or a safe blind buy. So I never tried that one. Hopefully I could find a decant and, you know, I could try it. But so I don't know how that one smells, but I sampled the peach one and I full bottled this one. Tempt Me Not had the most sweet looking gourmand notes out of the 3. Has notes of brown sugar, caramel, toffee, vanilla. Hello. So that one looked the best for me out of the 3. So let's look into the rest of the notes, because that's only the notes that I remember off the top of my head. Let's go to Fragrantica. Okay, main accord, sweet, vanilla, amber, caramel, warm, spicy. That's exactly what you're gonna get. So simple. I love simple gourmand vanilla caramel fragrances. Top notes, brown sugar, milk. Middle notes, toffee, caramel, heliotrope. Base notes, tonka, benzoin, vanilla bean, and musk. Before I got this fragrance, I seen on Noelle's TikTok, she said that it was like creme brulee and vanilla ice cream or something like that. I really don't know. As soon as she said creme brulee, I was like, oh yeah, this might be like a Escapade Gourmand type of fragrance, especially with the notes brown sugar, benzoin, tonka, vanilla, you know. But I was just hoping that it wasn't going to give me Escapade Gourmand. It was going to give me like something syrupy, sweet, caramel, maybe caramel drizzle, something dense, mouth-watering brown sugar, like something different, something that I've never smelled before, especially with the notes brown sugar, vanilla, caramel, and toffee, especially caramel and toffee together in the notes. Like I thought it was going to be like caramel overload. Definitely a brown sugar caramel fragrance, but it is similar to Escapade Gourmand. Maybe 85–90%. They do have their differences, and we're going to get into them. Now, the notes that I pick up from this fragrance is the brown sugar. I get the toffee, I get the caramel, I get the tonka, the benzoin, the vanilla. You basically get everything in this fragrance, most of the notes. And once it dries down, it gets soft and lactonic. It opens up a crispy brown sugar caramel toffee scent, like on top of a creme brulee. Burnt sugar vibes, like Escapade Gourmand. And then it dries down to this lactonic brown sugar toffee scent, and it smells so good. So Noelle was right. This is giving creme brulee. This This is giving vanilla, brown sugar, toffee, caramel, creme brulee. The caramel and the toffee is not syrupy sweet, heavy in your face. It's kind of like Mani Casanat. The brown sugar toffee in here is not super sweet, like sickly sweet. It's more like crisp or like kind of like burnt sugar vibes. I'm not saying that Tempt Me Not smells like Mani Casanat. How the toffee is in here, sweet but crisp. That's similar to how the toffee and caramel is in here. It smells similar to Escapade Gourmand. Escapade Gourmand also has notes of like vanilla, brown sugar, but it's not a super duper sweet fragrance. It also has like a little bit of a grown, sexy vanilla vibe, but still smelling like a gourmand snack. I grew to love Escapade Gourmand, by the way. This is like my third bottle in my collection after decluttering it multiple times, and I finally got it back. I'm happy. So these both are creme brulee burnt sugar fragrances, but I would say that Escapade Gourmand is more vanilla forward. This is more brown sugar and caramel forward. Now, when people got Tempt Me Not, they were saying that Tempt Me Not is the brown sugar version of Escapade Gourmand, but Escapade Gourmand is a brown sugar fragrance. Escapade Gourmand has a black sugar note, which is also a brown sugar, dark sugar note. So it is brown sugar. So they're both brown sugar vanillas, but this is more brown sugar forward. Less vanilla, more brown sugar, more caramel, more toffee. This is caramelized, but more vanilla forward. This is like 90% alike. This just has a crispier brown sugar caramel vibe. And then once it dries down, it becomes lactonic brown sugar creme brulee. Which one do I like more? Tempt Me Not, because this is like the darker, sweeter sister. Is it sweeter? Maybe. Now, other fragrance that Tempt Me Not remind me of is, I don't know if a lot of y'all know this fragrance because it's not really popular, but like if you're into like niche fragrances and gourmand fragrances, coffee fragrances, you might see this fragrance, but it reminds me of Dulce Treviso. That's a coffee tiramisu vanilla fragrance. One of my favorite coffee fragrances, if not one of my favorites, my #1 favorite coffee fragrance. It has that Escapade Gourmand DNA, but it also has like a tiramisu dessert with a powdery sweet vanilla dry down, and it smells so good. And that's what this reminds me of. That darkness, that sweetness that it has reminds me of this. This also reminds me of other fragrances with the Escapade Gourmand DNA, which is New Notes Caramello Vanilla. That one is very caramel forward with a hint of cotton candy. It's a powdery, soft, lactonic caramel with a hint of cotton candy in the background and a hint of vanilla, but basically a powdery caramel with that Escapade Gourmand DNA. Used to be one of my favorites, but I decluttered it because I got bored. The next one is Searchy Nail Aqua. Also has the Escapade Gourmand DNA with some sponge sugar in the background floating around, cotton candy. This is another one that's not super duper sweet, but it is sweet. It's not like pink sugar sweet like that. That's what I mean by like super sweet. But it does have some sweetness, some sponge sugar. It also has an icing note. It does add like a vanilla-y sweetness to the scent, and I like this. This is something that I don't see myself decluttering. So those are the vibes that Tempt Me Not is giving. Tempt Me Not is just the brown sugar sister. Let's look on Fragrantica to see the other comparisons. I see Amor Cafe. I can see that because although Amor Cafe has coffee, it's not a full-on coffee scent either. It's not strong and heavy black coffee like, for example, Theodoros Calatini's Coffee Addict. Now that's a real pure coffee scent. But Amor Cafe to me is like coffee, but it also has like some vanilla, brown sugar, speckle cookie vibe. Similar, but not really the same. Tahoda, I can get that. That vanilla musk on the dry down. That vanilla comes through in the whiff. I can see that. I've never smelled the other ones before. Fight at Will also has this crisp, clean sweetness as well. I can see that. But basically, what this smells like is Escapade Gourmand. Don't think too much about it. It might remind you of other fragrances, but what this reminds me the most of is Escapade Gourmand and Dulce Treviso. But like I said, brown sugar, toffee, crisp creme brulee, deliciousness, okay? Now, this is not what I expected it to be, but I love it. And what I would rate this fragrance, I would give this fragrance a solid 8 out of 10. Points off because it's not original. It's not original. I wish it was. I wish I never smelled it before so I could be more excited, but I do like it for what it is. I like how it sits on my clothes, on my skin. I just love the vibe that it gives me, and I like it better than Escapade Gourmand. It lasts, but it is an airy scent. I don't consider this to be strong or like, you know, heavily projecting, but it does last, but it's an airy fragrance. Don't expect too much, but she is a good one. So 8 out of 10. So that is all for my review, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope I helped y'all out. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Talk to me. Do you have this fragrance on the way? Do you want it? Do you have it in your collection? What do you think about it? Do you love it? Do you not love it? Talk to me, and I'll see y'all in the next video. It's Queen Naima, and I am out.